Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the Houston Astros. In this episode, we're going to be trying to make another step forward if we possibly can, and it certainly won't be easy. But my friends, we made an absolutely gigantic step forward that was, to be honest, almost completely unpredicted. Namely, the addition of one Jose Cardinal in a trade for Bill Singer, who then immediately won a batting title. And in general, just played insanely well. That's pretty good. And there's still room for him to get even better, so we added at least one impact bat. We did lose Joe Morgan for most of the season, and I have to think that with Morgan back, we might have a better team offensively, but we're still not a great team offensively. And our biggest issue right now comes down to one specific thing. This is a draft coming up that is very deep in offensive performers, and we're not going to be able to get any of them because we're picking 10th. We were a little bit too good this season. Even though, and I cannot stress this enough, we nearly doubled the win total from last season. Went from 49 wins to 80 wins, which is pretty incredible, I think. So our goal then is to build on the success somehow to add maybe another 10 wins or so. So, my friends, let us go ahead and... Oh, let's see. Do I have... Oh, I don't have authors set out. That's right. Mike Schemer, I love your name, but you're a bad coach. Let's get a new bench coach. And I want someone who is legendary at development, but who can also do the other stuff quite well as well. Say hello to new bench coach Ray Hoffman. Now, he is controlling. And 4 of my people hate people that are controlling. That is problematic, because although he's objectively one of the best choices, Ray Stoviak might be a good call. How do we feel about normal people on our team? We don't like them, we don't dislike them. And you know what? That's good enough for me. Ray, you're in. I also need a manager for the rookie league. And there, honestly, mechanics matter the most. I can't stress that enough, because the ability for players to gain significant gains in a single season is just too good. You're right. Sorry, game. I'm sorry I offended you by not activating him. Yeah, Wayne, I'm not surprised. I'll offer you $7,000. And if you don't take it, you don't take it. We got our bench coach, which is excellent news. We could probably use some base coaches that are a little bit better, but for right now, I'm fine with what we've got. We don't want anyone controlling or personable. That'll wreck our chemistry, which is fine. And we got LeMaster, excellent. We are a bit tight on money. We may want to start looking at our payroll and find places to save a little bit of cash here and there. We got a gold glove for Jim Pagliarone. I can't help but notice that somehow Don Sutton did not win Rookie of the Year. Who the hell won Rookie of the Year? Are you fucking joking? Don Sutton was significantly better than he was. Like, it's not even close. The only thing that Sutton was worse at was winning games, which isn't his fault. Man, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. You should have given it to Sutton. Yeah, notice who's higher ahead in the Cy Young race. Man, this is a conspiracy. And I don't care for it. Freddie Jenkins almost walked away with Cy Young. Again, I think he probably should have, but Bob Veal was pretty close, I gotta say. He was pretty close. Okay. Fred Green, the reliever? Damn, son. Okay, low-key, he might be someone I could actually support for the Hall of Fame. He's just been so good for so long that it's something I might consider. I'm joking. I would never agree to put in someone into the Hall of Fame as a relief pitcher. Nope. Let us vote for some people in the Hall of Fame. I'm going to keep carrying a torch for Jim Bagby. It's not going to matter, but I'm going to keep trying. Lou Boudreau, yes. Dom DiMaggio, yes. You both keep getting really close to election, but can't quite get over the hump. Maybe this will be that season, depending on the caliber of the first-year people. I will vote for Fred Hutchinson, too. Eddie Youst, yes. Charlie Keller, holy shit, man. Yeah, there is no world in which he is not a Hall of Famer. I'm also checking voting totals. Hey, Pee Wee Reese ended up being a borderline Hall of Famer, just like real life, so I'll vote for him. Pete Reiser, not so much. Bob Rush, no. Johnny Schmitz, why not? I like his nickname. Snuppy Sternweiss is a no from me. What the hell? A reliever got 50 WAR? Is this legit? No, it's totally legit. Yeah, okay. I'm changing my stance. This man is a Hall of Famer. Holy shit. Damn, son. Yeah, let's submit that ballot, but that is a lot. Damn. I honestly did not remember. I mean, I don't really pay attention to losers on my own team, but shit, dude. Oh no. Please, no. Don't go to the guru. Look at this embarrassment of riches, by the way, in this particular draft. It's frankly disgusting, but also incredible. Look at that top three. And we're not going to get any of them. Not a single solitary one of them. Because we picked 10th in a draft with 8 transcendent players. That's just how it is, though. My prediction is we probably end up with Bob Moose. Not Bob Moose, sorry. Where is he? Probably Jim Harden or Jerry Koosman. I wouldn't object to some of these other players. The problem is that the really good ones just aren't going to fall. Like, if the first 4 picks are not Seaver, Jackson, Carew, and Bench in some order, I would be honestly quite shocked. So let's find out. I'm going to do it one at a time. There goes Bench. There goes Seaver. There goes Jackson. Carew not taken. Interesting. Still not taken. There he goes. Damn it. Way to tantalize me, game. You gave me just the tiny sliver of hope that he would still be there by the time I picked. Since he took Koosman. Orioles took Harden, or Stoneman. Okay, I predicted Jim Harden, and Jim Harden looks like he's going to be an LA Dodger, or not an LA Dodger, a Houston Astro. I see no real reason not to take him. Like, I know we need another bat, but Jerry Kenny isn't really that. He might be down the line, but right now, I'm just not convinced that he is a good enough player to add. Especially if I can just make my pitching staff ridiculous. So I think we go ahead and take Jim Harden. Done. Okay. I will absolutely take Aurelio Rodriguez. I have no qualms about that. Done. Easy pick. Nobody wants Ricky Clark, and I frankly don't see why, so I'm going to draft him. Give me some Mike Marshall in my life. That's always appreciated. Tom Hutton, the rare first baseman who only draws walks and nothing else. I don't think that's a good look. Do we have any sneaky superstars here? Offensive impresarios who have been poorly categorized. I mean, Tom Hutton might be the best hitter left in this draft, and that's a condemnation. It's not praise. I'll take Mike Marshall. I read Ball 4. He seemed like a cool dude. And autocomplete. Dumb. I'm really happy with our first round pick and our second round pick. And beyond that, this draft is kind of a crapshoot. I do think Clark has a lot to offer. And we might have a completely new rotation in terms of filling the slots weren't already full. Because Hardin's going right to the majors. There's no reason to keep someone who's already fairly polished like him in the minor leagues. Which is going to be great. Is there anyone Rule 5 eligible I need to protect? Not really. I wouldn't say no to the right player, but the problem is going to be finding that player, and I don't really think we have too much of a chance to find a good one. No, it's all pretty much bad players. Danny Shaw is a useful bench bat, and he also is actually already on my team. I could literally just put him on the 40-man. Oh no, he ended up with the Yankees. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna sim through it. I don't need anyone in the Rule 5 this season. Okay, Jim Harden, you're going directly to the major leagues. I'm not even going to let you spend a day there. Look, Alex George got back from the Guru. My God, why do I even let you do it? I should just tell you no. Boudreaux, I did draft him. Boudreaux, Keller, Weiss, Hutchinson. Makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, I had no idea Hank Weiss was that good. He might be the best reliever in Major League history at this point. Let's find out, but I'm pretty sure he's number 1 with a bullet. Leaderboards. There isn't a view that just covers relievers? That's annoying. Yeah, he's pretty clearly Hall of Famer. The man had 50 wins above replacement as a reliever. That's quite frankly redonkulous, and I love it. Also, turns out Jimmy Fox is pretty good. Babe Ruth is still the home run king, though. No one else has even come close, not even Jimmy Fox. So, he might be there for a while. You've increased my budget. Very nice. Okay, we've got a fair bit of money. We could probably afford to add a player or two. The question is, what would I like to target? A big-time shortstop would be a really nice addition to this club. I'm reasonably okay with our outfield. I definitely like a bigger bat at right or in center, but I kind of like what we've got. Who is on the trade market? And I only want to look at batters. I'm seeing Rocky Colavito. I'm just not convinced he's all that much better, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing the big-time bat that I really like to add. Dom Demeter comes close, actually. My problem with Mr. Demeter, of course, is the fact that he's very much an all-or-nothing type of player. If he's not hitting home runs, he's not hitting. And that does make him a little sus. Woody Held is an excellent shortstop. I'm not going to dispute that. And he also gets on base at a pretty hefty clip. But I don't think that's enough to trade for him. Yeah, I really need either a premium outfielder or a much better shortstop than I currently have. And I'm not saying either one of those things. I need Jackie Brandt, but Colavito would be interesting. What is Shamsky's deal? So he's basically an older but higher ceiling, but a higher floor version of Art Shamsky. I can try it and see what we get out of him. He's definitely a better home run hitter. There's no dispute of that. So I guess let's see what we'd have to give up for him. You want to do Shamsky for Colavito straight up? Done. I'm sorry the fans are sad about losing Art Shamsky, but this is about improving the club at any cost. You're not bumping Cardinal from left, my dear friend. You're going to right field. Unless I find a better center or better right fielder, then that's fine. I'm gonna check the waiver wire. Like, I highly doubt anyone's gonna try to sneak a good shortstop, but they might. I'm not giving up Tug McGraw yet. I'm not saying I'll never do it, but I'm not gonna give him up yet. It's a little bit strange, isn't it? How much we're clearly building based on the pitching staff. I mean, that worked out for us really well with the Dodgers, so maybe it'll turn out. I don't want Dick Hauser. There's nothing about him I find remotely intriguing. I have plenty of sub-replacement level infielders on my team already. I don't need your help. Alright, spring training invite time. We'll invite Dennis and McGraw. And Clark. Lineups. That's going to be pretty easy. This is probably my opening day lineup, too. I'm probably not going to mess with this too terribly much. I don't like they do play McMullen quite so much, though. Shaw is the more important performer, but I get why they're doing it because Shaw is clearly not an amazing defender. I am fine with this for right now, and then we can see how things go a bit later. Let us simulate, my dear friends, a bit farther. Paul Shear is still the better player, Ken McMullen, but you're certainly developing in an unexpected way. Yes, by all means, let him recover. I don't care, Ray Martin. You're always going to have a dead arm because you're not actually a starting pitcher. I don't know why you keep getting trotted out as though you were, but you're not. Okay. Pitching, I only want 12 pitchers. I don't need more than 12. I'm inundated with mediocre pitchers. I'll try to trade you, but I've got a feeling it's not going to get me anything useful. I stand corrected. I'm getting a lot of interesting offers. Nope. Interesting, but still not good enough, quite frankly. The reason I'm getting this many offers is because I'm willing to take on salary. I'll take Taylor Phillips. Because even if he doesn't play in the majors, then we're still okay. Who else is obviously terrible? Benny Daniels, you're going to the minors. Ken Mcbride to the minors. Puts down at 15 pitchers? Are you shitting me? Okay. Gary Wagner ain't nothing to write home about. Neither is Ricky Clark. Hefner can go to the minors. 12 pitchers seems reasonable to me, which means McGraw makes the team, as does Don Dennis. But I don't need 3 first basemen. That's 3 too many. Yeah, I'm gonna trade Gene Freeze and see. I don't want any veterans specifically. Really? Really, game? I could just get elite defense out of Clete Boyer. I just don't think that's good enough. I mean, it's better than Alex George, though. So maybe we do go for him. Yeah, let's do it. Because it at least gives us an elite defender at shortstop, which we don't have right now. Because Alex George, I'm just going to cut you. I'm going to waste my time. You're cut. And I still need to get rid of one more player, right? I do. My problem with trading Earl Averill is if I lose Morgan again, Averill's my best backup. And he does at least offer elite power off the bench, even if he isn't a premium player. I really want to get rid of any of these players. You know, Bob Martin just sucks. He has nothing to offer, really. We can waive him for... designate him for assignment. Done. I agree with this. I think that looks good. And then we'll set up the pitching staff. If this team has a weakness, I really don't like Ray Martin. How good is Ricky Clark again? Remind me. He's a 42 out of 46. I'd like to see his control get better. And then we'll see how he looks. Let's quickly check the lineup and make sure it's appropriate. I know Tom Miyagi's fast as shit. I guess he does have other skills he's still working on. Yeah, we can just deal with that. That's fine. And my dear friends, let us go ahead and go to opening day. I think we might end up above 500 this season. But maybe not. A lot's going to depend on injuries. We don't have a ton of depth on this team. Which makes sense, right? We're still building the team to be the best version it possibly can be. Boy. Tom Seaver, Kansas City Athletic. Rod Carew, Chicago Cub. Johnny Bench, New York Met. Reggie Jackson did play for the Angels at one point. Didn't he? I know he was obviously most famously a Yankee, but I thought he played... Yeah, he did play for the Angels at the end of his career. I remember that correctly. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, Ray Martin is not a viable fifth starter. We might want to fix that. Is there a starting pitcher I could get cheaply? Let's just check the waiver wire. I always forget to do this, and I shouldn't. Hey, Sammy Ellis, you're not a great pitcher, but you're a hell of a lot better. Ooh, let's look at Tracy Stallard first. Nope, I like Ellis better. You have been claimed. Hi, Dave McNally. Why is no one giving you a chance to start? Gimme. This is just me simming until stuff gets claimed. Yeah, guys. Hey, Ray Martin. You're gone. Dave McNally, you're my fifth starter. Sammy Ellis, I still want you. Do you have any options left? No, you don't. Jim Lehue and Red Swanson aren't that great. This gives me another live arm in the pen in case I need one. So there we go. Alright, now we can get back to it. God damn it, Cardinal. Oh my god, really? Jenkins, don't do this shit. Don't be stupid. my god, don't let Ron Fairley troll you. Yeah, send them all to the minors. Interesting. Dave McNally lost a bit of velocity for some reason. Alright, friends. Let's quickly take a look at the team. Rocky Colavito sucks, but the top part of the lineup looks pretty decent. Joe Morgan looks amazing, obviously. And the pitching staff is as advertised. Apart from Tug McGraw struggling a little bit, this is good shit. I'm just gonna keep going. Obviously, we don't know enough about anybody to make any decisions, but I'm encouraged by the pitching staff, if nothing else. Okay, losing my new fucking starting pitcher for 3 months is definitely not nice. Game. Who here do I most trust to be a long man? I guess we could do Taylor Phillips. Because Sammy Ellis is going to slide into the rotation, and then Taylor Phillips is going to be the emergency starter. Ellis Burton, I have a counter offer for you. Go fuck yourself. Really? He shuts him out and then gets injured? Man. That is some grade A bullshit, my guy. The National League is tough this season. This is going to be a dogfight for quite some time, I think. Okay. Really? Whitey Ford is still pitching? Damn, son. Okay. Alright. So, let's talk about the bad first. Colavito ain't working out. He is not working out at all. If we look at his batting average against balls in play, he's hitting really poorly. But it's important to note he has a history of hitting poorly. So he is clearly not the offensive juggernaut we were looking for. The pitching staff is great, the lineup sucks. That's kind of where we are right now. I have 3 legitimate major league hitters right now, and a bunch of players that are all struggling pretty badly. I'm frankly not sure how to fix this. I mean, it means we have room to grow, which is always good news. But I don't know, friends. I don't know. I don't know if there is a premium outfielder on the market who would be a massive upgrade from Rocky Colavito, but we're going to check. I can't succeed if he's hitting 200 something. Bob Skinner. I'm not really seeing anybody here. Nah, we'll keep going with what we got. I guess that's our best hope, is just that the hitters we do have figure shit out, rather than going from there. Alright, expiring personnel contract. I am not bringing you back. I will definitely get a new first base coach. That's a given. Alright, my friends. Who has made the All-Star team from the Houston Astros? Jenkins and Sutton, and Dave Baldwin, and Joe Morgan, and Tommy Agee. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. I frankly don't know how we're fourth in runs scored, except for just how good our top three hitters are. But this is not a good offense. That's really struggling from top to bottom, from about 4 on. Paul Shaw at least gets on at a really good clip, but I'm wondering if... No, Paul Shaw is clearly the better hitter. I think he just needs a little bit more luck. I don't really have an obvious choice in the minors or anything to promote. We'll just keep going. I'll go up to the roster expansion, and then we'll decide if we want to trade for anyone. Like we want to do a new second baseman, for instance. Okay, so question number 1 is when do we get Jim Harden back? He'll be back in just a couple of weeks. Okay, great. Next question. How bad are... he'll be back soonish. Is there a big-time player who would make a significant change to our fortunes here? Bill Mazeroski is not that guy. You know what? Joe Adcock would be a considerable improvement over Rocky Colavito right now. Stick him out in right field, maybe. I'd like someone with a bit more longevity left to his career, though. Willie Kirkland. So, one thing to note about Rocky Colavito that really hurts him is this. He gets on base, he hits home runs, and that's it. And that's a real problem. Because basically it means if he's not hitting home runs, he's not hitting that well. Now, in contrast, a player like a Willie Kirkland has that same power, but also has gap power. Which means he's still providing doubles even if he's not providing home runs. Let's just look at outfielders, please. Okay. Actually, no. Let's look at Joe Adcock again. No, you're basically Rocky Colavito with a bit higher batting average. I'd rather have... Plus, he's quite old, too. Okay, Bob Skinner is a good all-around hitter, but not a great fielder. Lou Johnson isn't that exciting. 1 second. I am back. Right. So, Willie Kirkland seems to check a few boxes for me. He doesn't have quite the plate discipline. Well, because he's struggling this season, we might be able to get him cheaply. And to be quite honest, I think we need the help. We need someone who's a bit less boom or bust than Rocky Colavito. So we're going to try it. What is it going to take me? It's going to take me practically nothing. My favorite thing to offer someone. I could just give him Colavito. I'm going to give him a crappy reliever, though. Gibbon. You can have him. So because this is roster expansion time, I can just add him directly to the 40-man and get ourselves a new reliever, too. I guess we'll go with Bob Hefner. Be middle relief. And I guess I also could have just started Burton at right, but Burton's even worse than Colavito. So, I'm going to go ahead and pencil in Kirkland with Colavito backing him up. And I'm going to copy and paste. I'm just going to punt on the Colavito decision until I see how he might do next season. Because his power seems to be gone, and that's the biggest issue. Is we brought him in to hit a lot of home runs, and he has hardly hit any. So, let's go ahead and go up to the trading deadline. Stop crying, Ellis Burton. No one thinks you're a starting outfielder. We get Jim Hardin back, which is great news. I'm going to go ahead and waive Taylor Phillips. And Jim Harden just goes right back into the rotation where he was before. Thank you for your service, Sammy Ellis. Who's Kirkland? Oh! Willie Kirkland, right. We're just going to keep going at this point, quite frankly. I don't think there's anybody... I can try trading Ellis Burton. I don't think it's going to matter. We can try it and see who's available. Like, I don't want to keep a guy here if he really doesn't want to be here. You know what? He seems like a pretty decent hitter and a nice guy to have off the bench, so I think we'll trade for him. Like, obviously, he wouldn't make... Nick, go and just generate the depth chart, please. And generate the depth chart. There we go. I don't like starting him every other game. I don't mind doing like once a week Colavito can start, but nothing Colavito has done has proven to me that he's a worthy starter. We're 9.5 back, guys. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs, and that's okay. Earl Averill, you can shut up. Thanks. I completely forgot we drafted Joe Niekro. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we got shut out. We didn't shut out. That's fine. Let's... Okay, you don't want to be demoted. I guess I'll just cut you then. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to make the playoffs, but don't let that discourage you. We have made important strides in showing ourselves to be a much better team. Oh no, Joe Morgan, who hasn't played second base in 2 years, is getting worse at playing second base. Cool. That makes sense. Yeah, Colavito, if you wanted to stay on the team, you should have fucking hit better. Like, yeah. And we'll just sim right on through the playoffs, and then we'll talk about how the season went, as per usual, and discuss where we go from here. Good for the Orioles. Okay, first things first. I did get re-signed. Hooray. We're going to replace our hitting coach. That's fine. Very nice. Let's quickly deal with our coaching staff, and then we will dive into the rest of it. Do we have a good pitching coach? Meh, good is good, but or a good hitting coach, rather. You suck. You suck. I'm noticing a trend here. Yeah, we definitely need to be a little bit more attentive to coaches and bring in some new ones next season. Teaching hitting. Phil Cavaretta. You're temperamental. Is that a problem? I don't think it's a problem. No, 2 of our people actually like people that are temperamental, so let's do it. Phil, welcome aboard. And then I need a new first base coach. How about Johnny Bro... No. You almost got me again. We don't like controlling on this team. We hate it. We hate controlling, we hate personable. Let's get Wally Flager to be our first base coach. Okay, that's done. Let's go through our team and talk about who's working out and who might need to be replaced. So, Tommy Aggie took a giant leap forward. Holy shit. He just excelled at playing baseball. And might come over the Gold Glove on top of it. Joe Morgan gave us a full season and instantly showed why he is the kind of elite hitter who can be our centerpiece going forward. Just a fantastic season. Well done from him. Jose Cardinal wasn't quite as good as he was last season, but he was still awfully good. Certainly our second best outfielder by any stretch of the imagination. Still only 23. There could be more seasons like 1966 in his future. Paul Shaw did slip a bit. And it looks like he's been trending in that direction for a while now. The moment Aurelio Rodriguez proves he can hit, he's probably taking over third. Pagliaroni was one of my best power hitters, but it just gets really bad from here. Clete Boyer is a 0 with the bat, but he's also ridiculously good defensively. And then we got not too much contributions from other members of the staff. Willie Kirkland did give us a bit of a shot in the arm. And he's certainly better than Colavito, who was just a flat-out bust. And remember, 1968 is the year of the pitcher, which means there's certainly no guarantees that big-time power hitters will do any better next season. But let's not hide the ball here. This is all about our pitching staff. Fergie Jenkins turned in another exemplary performance. Don Sutton did regress slightly because his walk rate ticked up, which is very unusual for a major league starting pitcher. I have every hope that this will get better, though. That maybe it's just a fluke. And let's not pretend that a 4.8 WAR isn't awfully damn good. Dave Baldwin was a premium reliever. Jim Harden would have easily been worth 5 wins, if not more, had he stayed healthy all season. And the good news is that injury doesn't seem to have taken anything from him. Herb Score continues to be a very solid starting pitcher. And Dave McNally did struggle. But I have every expectation that he'll continue to develop and become a better starter for us in the future. Pitching staff was great except for Bob Hefner, who was hot garbage. But he also didn't pitch all that much, so not really a big deal. So, the obvious place to get better is the lineup. And I don't think there's any disputing that. This pitching staff is being let down by their offense. We definitely need a big bat or two. Now, noted rookie Aurelio Rodriguez had an okay season. Not great, but okay. It might be time to give Ken McMullen a shot at third base. I don't know. He's definitely got really good power and a pretty decent contact bat. And he's a better third baseman. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think we should punt on Shaw. I mean, Shaw did still got a base hit at 350 clip. Could Shaw play the outfield? No, he'd be really bad at it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we can't waste Aggie and Morgan. We need better bats south in the lineup so that they can be protected and provide us with quality. Now, the big issue is going to be we're the 16th overall pick. And this is definitely a draft that's got quite a few decent hitters in it. I don't know how many will be at me by the time I draft, though. It's a weaker draft for pitchers, which conversely might be good for us because the people that want pitchers are going to have to overdraft them. I mean, let me be realistic here. If I had my choice of any single position player in this draft, it would be Bobby Bonds. He's an amazing athlete, great power, great plate discipline. I would be delighted if Bobby Bonds was on our team. He ain't going to fall to me, though, I don't think. We're more looking at like an Ellie Rodriguez or a Del Unser or a Bill Sudeikis. We could get Ted Simmons, actually. He's not a very good catcher. So who does OSA think we end up with? OSA thinks we end up with Joe LaHood. I would not be too sad about that if not for the fact he just doesn't hit for contact. We'd definitely have to let him develop a long time to be of a lot of use to us. Where are we in our Houston careers. Okay, we just finished our third season, so we still have plenty of time. Taking a younger player like Lahoud that might be truly elite with a bit of polish might not be the worst idea. But I would probably look other places first. I'd take you in the second round without a second hesitation, but where does Bobby Bonds go in this draft? First overall? I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think I agree with that at all. Really? I don't see it. I don't see the Mets taking Bobby Bonds. I see them taking one of the starting pitchers, actually. Because they've got 3 really good starters, but they need at least a 4th, maybe even a 5th. I don't see Doc Ellis or Andy Messerschmidt getting past the Mets at number 1. I mean, I could be wrong, though. I don't think I'm getting Bobby Bonds, alack. Larry Heil would be a very nice get for us as well. He'd be a very quality piece. I mean, this is a reasonably deep draft for offensive players. The problem is they're just not going to make it to me. Because I'm picking 16th overall. I'd probably take Carlos May over Lahoud because May's a little bit closer to being outstanding. I'd still let him bake a bit in the minors, but he could be a good long-term solution for us in the outfield. Here's Dusty Baker. Yeah, this is bonkers. There is no way in hell that these 3 players are the top 3. There just isn't. I would be shocked if one of the big time starters isn't at the top of the lineup. Top of the draft, rather. So, my friends, let's go ahead and end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, this has been Mcbride. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.